All right, y'all, we back with another reaction right now. This one is called Simple Trespass Incident Takes a Horrifying Turn. Let's get into it. Whoa.
Get the vehicle now!
Wait, did he just run her over?
I told you to stop! Call the authorities now!
I think I just witnessed a killing at Lowe's.
What the hell?
This chaotic scene erupted mere moments after Freddie Nelson and his wife Carrie arrived at the Delta Park Lowe's in Portland.
Oh my God, that shit kicked off crazy already. What the fuck? I wasn't ready for this. Damn, that shit got straight to the point.
Oregon. What may have started as an explosive argument rapidly escalated, turning deadly in the blink of an eye.
The security guard just shot my husband!
About 7 months before this appalling incident took place in September 2020, 49-year-old Freddie Nelson, a home renovator and woodworker, was stopped by 2 security guards after he'd loaded up his truck with wooden pallets taken from behind Lowe's. The guards worked for the Cornerstone Security Group, which provided armed security and was hired only to patrol the parking lots of Delta Park. While it's unclear what happened prior to the security guard's body cam footage being turned on, Freddie can be seen trying to leave.
You're sitting there shaking. You're looking for a fight, man.
Whatever.
I can already tell that the adrenaline's pumping through you. You're ready. You're balling up your fists. I get it. I see it.
I'm balling up my fists, holding my keys.
You want to fight.
You just.
So you know what?
And so you're trying to agitate it, right?
now.
And you're trying to agitate it. You're trying to agitate it, right?
I'm going to take you down.
You're trying to agitate it, right?
Do you understand me?
Yeah?
Do you understand me?
You're trying to agitate it, right?
Okay, at this
Answer
point,
my question. Do you
do you
understand
understand what he's saying?
I do.
Okay.
Good.
So are we done here? Can we be done?
We are done. Get in your vehicle, leave Delta Park.
Hey, look, I'm getting in my vehicle. So you don't need to tell me to.
You're talking to me.
Okay.
Get in your vehicle.
Don't be giving orders.
Get in your vehicle.
vehicle now.
I got to go to work anyway.
That's what I thought.
Go to work. Kirby Avenue. And stay on this side when you come back.
Whatever.
What the hell? Are these niggas security guards? They acting like they real cops.
Could you please move so you're not blocking the road, a public road?
One of the guards parked the red vehicle you can see in the footage, and it blocked Freddie's ability to.
Bro, this is not even a cop car. I mean, it's not even a security guard car. These niggas acting like they real cops.
Leave.
You want to keep going, bro?
I'll get out. You. Yeah, Mike.
I'm not.
Step back.
I'm not dealing with jail.
Okay.
You understand?
Can you
Step
just
back.
Just because you're mad at me and him, do not give me the attitude.
I'm going to apologize for that.
On his side
Could you
like
just
that
go
again.
so that I can get
I'm
out of the
a pepper
situation?
spray. You understand? Don't do that.
The guard eventually moved his vehicle so Freddie could leave. But this was just the beginning of the volatile incidents between Freddie and the Cornerstone security guards. In January 2021, Freddie was once again approached by 2 guards. They saw that he had collected more pallets and had left his red and black truck out front while he went inside the store.
All right. We can wait here.
Out on this?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I know we've had this problem with them before. So I think it's time to boot him.
That nigga back.
Because we keep telling him.
Are you saying you're excluding him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I know that in the past we've told him not to do that. We keep telling people not to do that. So
this is a case of taking your job too serious. You're taking your job way too. Come on, man. He's just picking up some pallets, bro. Why is that fucking up your day?
other guys have been excluded now.
Yep.
He's excluded.
Yep. Man, you're not supposed to take pallets. I know.
While the guards waited for Freddie to come to his vehicle, they took a look at how many pallets he'd taken. While they seemed to be under the impression that Freddie didn't have permission to take the pallets, this wasn't the case.
We're going to tell him, take those pallets, take them off site, and don't come back until January, what's today, 15th?
Yep, January 15th, 2020.
So he got permission to take them.
Freddie had been collecting pallets from Lowe's for a few months at that point.
I know you've kind of had trouble with them in the past, haven't you, a little bit? You know?
He doesn't, yeah. We've spoken at Kirby Avenue a couple times. He really doesn't like us.
Well, he's not going to like us right now.
Nope.
But?
Yeah, no. I'd rather do a show of force on this guy than not.
It was at this moment that Freddie exited the store.
There go Freddie.
So, we see that you're taking pallets.
Yeah, I just didn't talk to manager.
Okay, so here's the problem. It's a property rule violation. So this has nothing to do with Lowe's.
Okay.
We are gonna ask you to go ahead, take these pallets off for now, but the problem is because of multiple property rule violations in the past with other people doing it, we're having to enforce it to the point that we're not gonna let you back onto Delta Park Center property for the next year. Okay?
Oh, I'm not allowed right now?
Yeah, we're gonna ask you to leave. Like I said, you can take these pallets, but yeah, we can't have you back on Delta Park Center property for the next year.
Whatever.
Whatever. He said, take
What was
it up
that?
with Lowe's.
Take it up with Lowe's.
No, sir. You can take it up with the property owner of Delta Park Center.
Ryan.
Knew him by name. Okay.
While this incident ended without issue, things would only escalate from here. What
Damn.
no one could have predicted was just how explosive things would become.
They take this job
On
way
April
too
19th,
serious.
Freddie was once again stopped by a security guard while he was behind Lowe's, about to collect more pallets.
No, you leave this property now.
You leave the property now.
No.
Okay, whatever.
Okay, turn around. I'm gonna put you under arrest.
No, you're not.
You want to bet?
No.
You are under arrest now.
No, I'm not. I just came out of the office.
Nope.
Yeah.
You are trespassed from the Delta Park property. You are not to be here.
I just came out of the...
I don't care.
Well, go deal with them.
I'm not. I'm dealing with you.
Yeah. Well, I'm not under arrest.
You will be here in a second.
What's your name and ID number?
You don't need it.
You don't need it.
So I don't even know you're a legitimate security officer.
I am a legitimate security officer.
How do I know?
Because I'm right here.
You can buy all that.
You're right, I can, but I work for Delta Park.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
You work for TMT.
Same thing.
No, it's not.
It is.
They don't
You are not
own
allowed
Delta
to be
Park.
here. It's not working. You are not allowed to be here.
Whatever.
You need to leave now.
He said, whatever.
Just go talk to management.
No, I'm not going to.
An incident report from a
What?
week before this footage reveals that a security guard spoke to the Lowe's manager and confirmed that the company Freddie worked for was actually contracted to pick up the pallets. Freddie even showed the business card to the guard and the manager. The report claimed that the pallets were supposed to be picked up in a truck with the company logo, which Freddie's truck didn't have. Regardless, it seemed like the guards knew he had permission from Lowe's to be there, and yet were still telling him to leave.
Okay, whatever.
You need to leave now.
I got work to do.
Leave.
As soon as I'm done.
No,
You don't even know the rules.
I do.
Yeah.
You are trespassed from this property.
Yeah.
You got a personal vendetta.
Stalemate. If you're not arresting me,
You want to bet?
back off.
You want to bet? Go ahead. I got the same thing you do.
Yeah, well then back off.
No, not going to.
According to the report
Ah.
later filed after this dispute, the guard claimed that Freddie had a small can of pepper spray in his left hand. However, the footage shows that the can appears to be in his right hand. The guard stated that he then pulled out his own pepper spray for self-defense.
You're not arresting me.
You want to bet?
Come talk to management.
No, I'm not going to. It's time for you to leave.
Freddie then began walking back towards Lowe's.
It's time for you to leave. You are trespassed from this property.
You're going to be the next one to trespass.
He definitely got a personal vendetta with this guy. Because, like, he works for the company that Lowe's uses to pick up the pallets. Leave that nigga alone, man.
No, actually, I'm not. I need you out here now, please. I can't deal with it. I can't deal with that. I need you out here. Can you call the police then? Yeah. I'm gonna be arresting Freddie here.
They'll take care of it.
Yep. I need PD out here now. I'm behind Lowe's. Yeah.
While Freddie headed into Lowe's to get management, the security guard aired his grievances to a bystander.
He's trespassed from the property and he knows it. So
Everybody knows the rules, it's you.
he's not gonna come back here without police. So
He's got to come back to the sometime.
I'll tow it.
What the hell, bro? That
Watch
nigga
me.
being an asshole to that old nigga.
He's stubborn.
Oh no, this is what he does.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
The incident report from that day states that the Lowe's management did ultimately ask Freddie to leave, but said that they would figure everything out so he could get pallets later. It appears that despite the security guards trespassing Freddie, the Lowe's management still expected him to come and pick up pallets. This would become very important later. The report also claimed that Freddie was trespassed on April 12th for allegedly stealing pallets, while other footage showed him being told he was initially trespassed in January. More discrepancies would come up soon.
Damn.
While the continued clashes between Freddie and the security guards were certainly distressing, things would only intensify from here. Once again, Freddie was approached by two guards, this time while he was in the front parking lot at Lowe's.
Go! Get off the property. You need to get off the property. Go! You want to play that game? Okay. You could be here. You did nothing. You can't be here. Yes, you have. You've been excluded from Delta Park property for 1 year. You're now trespassing, sitting in the property.
Why is this nigga going so hard? I don't understand it. Nigga, why are you so mad? Nigga, take your ass back to your little booth, nigga, and chill. Nigga ain't doing nothing. And you're a security guard. I hate people that take their job too serious, bro.
For what violation?
You are not supposed to be on Delta Park property.
For what violation?
One, you've helped somebody get away from stealing. We have that documented. You've taken pallets. We have that documented. We have you on camera several times.
They have never.
We have you documented. You're not a vendor. We've already talked to him. So either you need to leave or you're going to handcuffs. You decide. You want to play that game? Okay, get out. Okay. Then, okay, let's call PD.
Officer. Officer. What's up? I gave you my name. Yep.
We have bolos out even for you. So.
The security guards did in fact have a bee on the lookout for Freddie. The bolo shared with the Cornerstone security guards stated he has attempted to state he is an approved vendor for Lowe's. Regardless if he is or isn't, he is not allowed in Delta Park Center. Notably, while the bolo says that Freddie can be hostile, it clearly states that he's not known to be combative. The bolo also directs the guards to place him in custody if he does not comply with orders to leave the property. Everything came to a head on May 29th, 2021,
all right, here we go.
when Freddie parked in the Lowe's lot with plans to look at flowers with his wife. Within 30 seconds of parking, and before the couple had time to walk away from their truck, they were approached by a Cornerstone vehicle.
God damn,
the security guard stopped partially in front of Freddie's truck, and an altercation immediately began, one so dramatic that witnesses nearby started filming. 28-year-old Logan Gimble, the Cornerstone security guard, confronted Freddie and Carrie, telling Freddie that he was under arrest for trespassing. Freddie apparently argued that Logan had no authority to arrest him. While this part of the argument wasn't...
Bro, these niggas think they real cops. This is crazy to me. They really look. See, that's what happened when you give security guards like all that equipment. Look, they gave them a badge. They got the walkie-talkie, bulletproof vest. He think he a real... He think he a real cop, girl.
...filmed. Logan turned on his body cam soon after, capturing the rest of the harrowing incident.
Off my property. You know you've been trespassed. You know you're not supposed to be here. You refusing to leave my property?
What the fuck?
I told you to leave property! I told you to leave property! You've been trespassed and warned multiple times!
I'm calling the police.
Get the out the vehicle now! You already tried to hit me once! You move this vehicle again, I will fire!
Logan immediately shot 4 times into the windshield of the truck, fatally wounding Freddie.
I told you to stop and do not angle the vehicle at me!
Over some fucking pallets, bro. This shit all started over pallets.
Call the authorities now! Oh, God!
You killed that nigga over that.
I told you not to move the vehicle! I told you!
You called 911 right now! Oh my God! You fucking oh my God!
You already tried to hit me with the vehicle once! And that is assault! You also used pepper spray!
Oh, no. This nigga think he a real cop. No.
All of this occurred in less than a minute after Logan turned on his body cam. In the immediate aftermath, a witness to the horrific event called 911.
I think I just witnessed a killing at Lowe's.
The security guard just shot my husband! Oh.
Damn, that's fucked up. That's fucked up, bro. That's fucked up.
Oh my God, you killed him, you
I told you, he tried to hit me!
shoot him!
Because he tried to hit me with a vehicle! That is assault with a deadly weapon!
You called 911! You killed my husband!
It wasn't that serious. We have to shoot him, kill him, cuz. What the fuck?
Are you on the authorities with them right now?
I'm on 911 right now.
Told them that he's been trespassed multiple times.
I watched you.
Okay.
We all watched you. Yes, he's shot. Yes, we definitely, I see blood. Yes.
He's bleeding out.
Okay.
Do they want me to render aid? I don't know what to do at this point.
You want security to render aid? Are you calling medical? What do you want him to do?
I'm right here standing by. My camera's on. Everything's been recorded.
Yes, he just shot my husband. Oh my God.
She's hysterical and rightfully so.
Yes. He told me. Yes. He's been told he trespassed multiple times.
I shot him 4 times because he tried to hit me with the vehicle. They're on their authorities with him right now. He locked his door. He tried to hit me and pin me between the vehicle.
Ma'am, do you have a key to get in the car?
Yeah.
Give me a key.
About time somebody trying to help. Goddamn.
Right
I
away,
killed him,
Logan begins repeating his version of events, but there are some key specifics in his story that will be challenged later.
He pulled his gun and he said, "Stop, or I'm going to shoot you." And the guy tried to run him over again.
He tried 2 separate times.
Yeah, I know. And he's got it all on his camera. Take care of your husband.
He also attempted to pepper spray me.
He what?
He also attempted to pepper spray.
pepper spray the cornerstone. Oh, is that what that was? He shot out the window?
Yep.
Notably, Logan doesn't mention that he first pushed a bottle of pepper spray into the partially open back window of the Nelson's truck and attempted to spray the couple.
He's been trespassed by me, every security member on my team. He's been trespassed by the police, and he's been trespassed by the owner of Delta Park.
So, did you hear all that?
And he continues to come on property.
Okay.
Why do you? My thing is, why do you care so much? It's not like he's doing nothing though. Like this is like nigga. What? That's how you know these niggas don't got. See, I get it now. I just thought about when I said that. They don't get a lot of action. And the thing is, it's like I always believe like police can't wait to shoot their guns because imagine walking around with a gun on your hip every day, and people talking crazy shit to you, but you can't shoot them unless they do something to you. So the moment somebody finally does something that seems like a little bit of something, you're going to use that weapon that you've been waiting to use. And that's what happened here. He's a security guard. He don't get no real action. He probably get called security guards all day, disrespected by people. Nobody respects security guards. He gets disrespected. Shut your fake ass police ass up. And then, nigga, there's a nigga who finally gives him what he needs to be able to use that weapon, and he uses it. Oh, he was trying to hit me with the car, so I used it.
While they wait for the police and ambulance to arrive, Logan makes a few questionable comments, seemingly talking to himself.
God, I did not think I'd have to do that. Of course, they're gonna sympathize with the victim.
I think his wife is on the phone screaming.
Why did you have to kill him, bro?
I know you're trying to help.
I just want to make sure that if there's anything I can't do to help.
They're apparently two paramedics. This is out of my scope.
Understood.
Tried to pin me between the vehicle right here and then tried to hit me right here again.
About 5 minutes after
you
the
should've got
shooting,
your ass out the
officers arrive on the scene.
I don't know what you need me to do. This is the first time I've ever had to do this.
Just have a seat.
Okay.
The real police is here now. Real police, man, just have a seat in the car. Get your ass up out of here. Get out of our way, nigga. Real police here.
I had to discharge my firearm.
Logan claimed he was the site supervisor responsible for all of Delta Park. He then told officers that Freddie had attempted to hit and pin him between his own security vehicle and his truck. The officers instruct Logan to call his supervisor, and he once again relays the same story, this time emphasizing a notable detail.
He angled the car for me and tried to floor the gas, and that's when I fired.
In the middle of the officers checking Freddie for signs of life, Logan makes this request.
What request?
Is there a way I can get tomorrow off?
What?
So I can, process what the I just did. Okay, I know we're tight, but
A few minutes later, an ambulance also arrives.
Freddie, I love you!
Eventually, an officer guides Logan to sit in the back of a police vehicle.
I did not think I'd have to do that today.
After leaving Logan alone for 5 minutes, the officers return to collect his firearm.
Hey, bud.
How's it going?
Go ahead and step out of the car. Is that cool enough back there for you?
Yeah, it was a little warm, but it's all right.
Okay. What we're gonna do, I'm gonna take your firearm. You don't have to touch it, okay? We're just gonna wait for the texts and stuff. So it's just kind of protocol when somebody's in the back. So it doesn't say you're in trouble or anything like that.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware of the process. There's a weird thing with my DPST. I got armed during the whole COVID thing. I mailed my stuff off, and I have yet to get my actual card.
Don't worry about it.
But I do have the gold paper or the yellow paper that was issued.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
As it would turn out, this was an issue that Logan would need to worry about.
Oh my God.
The day after the shooting, he was brought in for a formal interview where he was read his Miranda rights and agreed to speak with officers. He tells them that he was in the Air Force for 6 years. He was then asked to describe some of the things he dealt with working as a security guard.
So would you say that you've been able to resolve a lot of situations using just either verbally saying stuff to people or
de-escalation? Usually that's a lot of time it's, just being calm, rational. But if you're talking about the individual I dealt with, he's been a problem for us for a really long time. I was going out, driving around, doing my patrols, and
nah, you picked on that nigga, bro. You drove up on that nigga. You saw that. You knew when his car hit the block. You was y'all could have left that nigga alone. He wasn't doing nothing crazy. Nigga going up to pick up some fucking panels and you tripping, nigga. Fuck them wood panels, man. Shit, nigga. Let him make that little $100, man. Goddamn.
And this guy, his name's Freddie. He's been trespassed from our property before. He's been trespassed by me. He's been trespassed by the members of the security team. He's been formally trespassed. I think we had to get the police involved at one point, and they went over there and formally trespassed him. And then he was trespassed again by the owner of Delta Park, because how the whole incident started was like months back. My guys were chasing a shoplifter out of, it's either Marine Fishermen's or Dick's. I think it was Marines, actually. The dude stole a bunch of like knives and other tools. This guy, Freddie, drove by, opened up his car and let the dude hop in that we were chasing and then peeled off with him. And so that's why that's where the trespass started.
Along with the other security guards, Logan had several prior verbal disputes with Freddie and had banned him from public areas about a month before the shooting.
He would go into the back of Lowe's and he would steal a bunch of pallets from them because he has a little pallet company. But they had no formal agreement with him at all. He had no okay from the manager. I went in and verified with him.
Carrie Nelson, Freddie's wife of 30 years, was interviewed the same day she witnessed her husband being shot.
Damn, 30
and she
years.
told a very different story than Logan.
But security has a personal beef with us. It says that we're stealing them, but we have permission. So they've been harassing us for like a month and a half now.
Mark Wilkins, the property manager of TMT Development, which managed the Delta Park Center, stated in an email that Freddie was not an approved vendor authorized to remove pallets. He also said that he spoke to Freddie and told him he was not approved, but that he was only trespassed from private property owned by the landlord, not from public areas. In contrast, Logan claimed he'd banned Freddie from public areas about a month before the shooting.
Everybody, most of the managers know us in there.
So you have a contract with Lowe's to take the spare pallets and use them for your own?
No, we sell them.
You sell them? Yeah. Okay. Where's the contract at? Do you have that with you, or is it?
It's just a verbal
contract. Do you know who you have the verbal contract with at Lowe's?
She works in the back. I don't remember her name.
Adding to the confusion, police spoke with Lori Sugarbeer, the receiving manager at Lowe's.
I was not here the day it happened. I had no idea what happened, but I dealt with this for I want to say at least a month before the incident even happened. And I was working with TMT, or trying to, emailing TMT saying, hey, this is the person I want, Freddie Nelson, here to pick up our slag pallets. They're trash to us. We don't ever do an official business, contract.
Okay.
But we do try to find someone who can come and pick up our pallets. So that's what.
Oh, come on, man. See? He was right. He was right, bro. He kept telling them, take it up with the manager. Check it out with the manager. Check it out with the manager. No. They just had a personal vendetta with that nigga, man.
That's the gist of what I was trying to get TMT to authorize, because I know we've been rounds with security here saying we can't have anybody back here. I'm like, well, you're impacting my business because I really need these picked up. I had emailed TMT, and a week later I emailed them saying, look, we're having issues with Freddie and this security group because whatever, I have no idea. And every time I dealt with them, they were seriously over aggressive with Freddie because he was literally just standing there with me and I was having a business conversation with him. And they would just zoom up and be like, you have to get off this property right now. Bye. And I'm like, hey, we're just trying to get this resolved. And every single time, Ryan, I was like, why are you guys just attacking this guy?
Boom. That's all they needed right there on top of that. And that goes, the whole story he's been telling, she just confirmed it. And he was on public property. Like, nigga, whatever the fuck, public property. And y'all did too much, bro. Y'all had a personal, y'all wanted to do some shit, and you did too much. You didn't have to kill that nigga over that, bro. You edged that shit on getting in front of his car. Back the fuck up and move out the way, nigga.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
There was no formal agreement. It was just sort of like you had identified Freddie as a person that you were willing to let take the pallets from the back of the store.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that's sort of your responsibility in some way, is to manage the pallets not being there anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. I manage all the trash here.
And how many times do you think that you were with Freddie when Cornerstone Security had contacted him?
At least 3 times.
Did you tell them that it was fine for him to be there?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and I told him, I said, no, you have to understand, I'm working with...
Boom. That's another one right there. That's very important what you just said. God damn, these niggas are stupid.
Freddie, I have been working with Freddie. I've done before this all happened, even the first interaction with them.
In her interview, Lori also added this.
Was there ever an issue with Freddie stealing pallets from you guys that you know of?
No.
Okay,
no.
So you've never...
Absolutely not. Every time I authorized him to take the ones over, because he was there. And I'm like, hey, can you just take these 30?
We started getting on to him about it. You're trespassed, you're supposed to leave. And so what he would do is he would just come on our property and sit in his car and just puddle around, because he knows he's not supposed to be there, but we can't do anything when he's in his car.
We've never had not even a piece of paper saying we've been trespassed. We've never had a date of when we've been trespassed. We have no idea when we've been trespassed.
It's unclear if Freddie had actually been given a formal trespass order. Regardless, Logan explained his version of events for the day of the shooting.
I was driving by, I saw his car pull onto our property, so I go over there hey man, you need to leave. You know you're not supposed to be here. I don't know how many times I have to tell you. He gets out of his car, I get out of turn my camera on, get out of my my driver's side door. I was like, turn around, put your hands behind your back. You know you've been trespassed, you know you're not supposed to be. And he looked at me and was pretty much like, you.
He pulled in front of us and blocked us. He told us that we have to get off the property.
And who is he?
The security guy.
Do you know his name?
No.
Can you describe him for me?
He has dark hair. He's an asshole. We've had quite a few runs with him. And I call him an asshole. And then I'm calling the cops because I'm sick of this bullshit with you guys. You guys are harassing us all the time. And he said, I'm going to mace you. Freddie got out of the car And he said, "Put your hands behind your back." Freddie said, "Yeah, right." And got back in the car and grabbed his mace.
If he would have just gotten into his car and just left, I would have left it at that.
Investigators asked Logan to clarify why the situation escalated so quickly.
He was reaching for something inside. Okay. I didn't know what it was. I know that he's made threats against us multiple times before, and I didn't want him pulling a firearm when I was by the side of the vehicle, so that's why I sprayed into it.
Okay. And what was your hope to do when you, what was your intent when you sprayed in there? What were you?
Protect my safety.
Okay.
Like I said, cars are dangerous.
Did Freddie have a weapon on him? I'm just asking because I need to ask.
Yeah, he had his mace, but I don't think he had a chance to even fire it.
So Freddie had some pepper spray as well?
Yeah.
Did he have a knife or a gun or anything like that?
No.
The main points of contention were the brief moments before Logan fired, and this time, when he tells the story, he includes something new.
Right.
And I was going to step towards my car this way so he could, I thought he was just going to drive out this way. So I start walking this way. He angles the hood of the car towards me, trying to pin me in between his truck and my patrol vehicle, but I stepped to my right and he narrowly missed.
You said he angled his tires towards you.
He turned the whole car and went forward towards me.
And you were able to step out of the way and avoid being hit, or were you hit by the car?
I think I don't know. I think he might have tabbed my hip, or I felt something push up against my hip, but no damage was done to me. Okay. I got out of the way quick enough.
Yet at the scene, Logan clearly states something that contradicts his new story.
You already tried to hit me once!
Did your vehicle strike the security guard at any point?
No. I don't think so. No.
While it's unclear if Freddie's truck actually hit Logan, he can be seen in the footage briefly touching the vehicle with his hand when it nears him. However, the most important piece of Logan's story was something he mentioned quickly in interrogation.
I heard the engine start to rev, and then that's when I fired. Okay. 4 shots into the left side, or right side.
Despite his claim the engine revved, the truck doesn't seem to move before Logan fired. At the very least, Logan's first shot was almost simultaneous with the truck beginning to move.
Get the out the vehicle now! You already tried to hit me once! You move this vehicle again, I will fire!
Just walk me through what your concerns were, because
my personal safety. Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
This job is not worth my life at $18 an hour.
Sure.
So I'm going to do everything I can to make sure I go home. But at the end of the day, I also don't want to have to send somebody else more or less home in a body bag.
Notably, Cornerstone's use of force policy states that, quote, "Nothing in this policy requires an officer to retreat or be exposed to possible physical injury before applying reasonable force." The autopsy revealed that Freddie was shot in the head, the left of his chest, his right shoulder, and in his thoracic vertebrae.
God damn.
He died at the scene.
Shit.
Were you scared? Were you? Or were you?
I wouldn't really say I was scared, but that's only simply because of my military background and all my training and stuff like that.
While Logan had completed his armed security training through DPSST, Oregon's Department of Public Safety Standards and Training, he didn't have formal certification as an armed security guard. This meant that he was not licensed to carry a firearm at the time of the shooting.
Bozo. Bozo! You only got no license. Hey, you that killed the nigga. Stupid.
Cornerstone Security Group later admitted that along with Logan, 2 more of their security guards weren't certified but were carrying firearms. Logan wasn't charged for Freddie Nelson's death until December 2021, more than 6 months after the shooting. At trial, Logan claimed it was self-defense and that after the truck struck him, he got tunnel vision and didn't have the ability to recognize an alternative action to deadly force. Logan was eventually found guilty of second-degree murder, unlawful use of a weapon, and 2 counts of second-degree unlawful use of mace. He was sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole after 20.
Oh, shit. God damn. They got his bitch ass up out of here. Stupid. They got his bitch ass up out of here.
5 years. Following this, Carrie Nelson filed a $25 million civil lawsuit for
Did she
wrongful
win?
death and negligence against the owners of the property and Cornerstone Security Group.
Did she
It
win?
appears the case is still ongoing.
Oh, okay. Damn. 25 million. That's only right. The cold part that I heard was this was her husband of 30 years. Like, damn, y'all been together 30 years. That's a long time, 3 decades. And then watch him die in front of you over some fucking fake trespass and shit that wasn't real. And over some shit that he was approved by the manager to do. And he was able to go up there. All he was doing was doing his job. And y'all was making his job hard because y'all niggas ain't got shit to do up there. And y'all bored as fuck acting like y'all police. And you just learned the hard way that you're not. You was handed with life in prison because you want to play police. And you're not a police, brother. Why you not on the police? That's one thing I never understand with those security guards who act like that. Why don't you go try out for the force, my nigga? Or have you been rejected from the force? So now you go to be a security guard and you want to act like you the police. Fucking nerds. All right, man. Smash the like button right now, man. Make sure you leave a comment. Let me know what y'all think about this suck-ass nigga Logan, man. Picking on this man and took his life. Woman that lost her husband in 30 years. That's cold-blooded, man. That's cold-blooded. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Run it up, man. We're going to keep these reactions going strong right here on the ABP Network channel, man. And get ready for this next reaction.